Good evening, everyone. Mehmet here. This is the day number 20. I hope all of you are having a great Saturday. Yesterday evening, I watched a movie which was recommended to me by a trader friend. It's called Inside Job. It's a movie, but it's also actually a documentary, and it's about the financial crisis in 2008. It's been explained how it started, what caused that, how it progressed, and etc. So it's a good movie. It's a good documentary, very good information. But it was of course sad and also interesting, but sad how all the actors at that time in that crisis were acting. All the investment banks, lenders, brokers, credit rating agencies, politicians, how they act like this was very interesting. Most of them did not see that coming. Maybe they did see that coming, but they didn't want to act against, or maybe they didn't want to see that. They just kept doing because it was a boom at the end of the day, and everyone was making money. But after that boom exploded, thousands of people got affected in a negative way, which was very sad. Of course, there were other people who saw that coming, and they made a fortune out of this. And also there is another movie called Big Short, which was more famous because it was in Hollywood. It's also a real story. It was about some people who made this crisis to turn this crisis to an opportunity. It's also a great movie. I totally recommend that. This was similar to other crises in the history. For instance, in the Great Depression in 1930s, there was also a boom like this. So that Great Depression had started with the great crash of New York Stock Exchange in October 1929. And before that, like almost 10 years, the stock market was going only up, and everyone was investing in stock market. Everyone was buying some stocks of companies. Either they had idea about it, knowledge about this or not. It was kind of a hype for the people at those times, and they were buying stocks without having a knowledge, and also more important, they were buying more than they can afford to lose. So, and once that balloon exploded again, everyone lost everything, and which was lead to a Great Depression in the United States first, and then in the entire world. It was again very sad. Lots of thousands, millions of people got affected in a very bad way. Not only those two crises, other crises, they have always that similarity, or the investments which are going lost have the same issue. So as long as one is investing without having a plan of risk, it might possibly get and in a negative way. So first we need to have control our risk, or first we need to know how much we might lose in that investment or in that trade before thinking of how much we're gonna make. Because as long as we are greedy, then that make us wrong decisions, and which ends up as losing our investments. It is very common. I mean, if you are buying a stock of $100, 100 stocks of a company whose stock is $100, which makes you invest $10,000 in this company, and if you don't know what are you going to do with these stocks if the stock price drops to 90 or drops to 80, drops to 70, 50, 40, whatsoever, then you are more or less gambling. So this is the same with trading or investing. Before we enter an investment, enter a trade, we have to know what are our risks in this trade and what are management rules in this trade or investment. So if we lose, in that case, 10,000, that $1,000 in this $10,000 investment, then if we sell our stocks for 9,000 entirely and lose 1,000, and even if it was okay for us from the beginning on, then that's fine. That's good, because we knew that we could afford $1,000 lose, and then if we lose it, that's good. But what's happening is mostly it has been invested more than what one can afford, and if this is getting lost, then the circumstances will be quite bad. So, and the result turns to very negative as well. So if you are trading or investing, please make sure you have your rules before you enter or trade the investment. Otherwise, you are more or less gambling, which we do not recommend. So this is all about this for today. And if you want to talk about the financial crisis, trading, investing, risk, money rules, money management, please send me a message. I'm more than glad to talk about this, as always. Other than that, keep having a good weekend. See you tomorrow, and keep persistent. Bye.